Thank you for tuning into the Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Arael Marrocco. Peter is the director of the 12th Division of the ACIO, Advanced or Alien Contact Intelligence Organization. Jessica is a galactic liaison and interdimensional seer. Together, they will discuss the most current updates from the ACIO, Council of Five, and other extraterrestrial sources. Make sure to post your questions and comments below. Disclosures, insider intel that keeps you updated with planetary changes.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today on Disclosures. I'm joined here with Peter the Insider, and we have another week of information and some current topics, also reflecting on some of the older topics that we've discussed in the past. And we're going to start off by introducing Peter the Insider. Hello Peter, how are you?
Hello. After struggling for a few weeks, and that was real deal for me, I am much better now, so thank you for asking.
Yeah, it's been a very, very difficult past couple weeks, and we obviously can't get into it, but yeah, so I am glad that we kind of pulled out of that, and we're going to continue to move forward and share the information the best we can to help keep people informed. And it's not easy. Sometimes we have to miss a week, but you know, Peter, you were still in situations where you have to stop everything and take care of whatever's going on with the ACIO. Is that correct?
Yes, you are right. It's kind of crazy state, because it's like, you know, we want to make shows or we want to make announcements, public announcements or something like that, and then everything changed just like that in blink of moment, and you know, we need to drop everything we have, what we planned for pretty long time, and we need to go right in the middle, you know. It's like right in the action, because once we will not do so, it can be a big mess, you know. It will end up in big mess, so it's kind of tough times for us right now.
Right, and whatever's happening that you're combating is affecting the planet. So, the first things first. The reason why I pulled up this movie, this is a trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, and other than, you know, all the special effects and larger than life creatures, I started thinking about Monarch and how Monarch had these monsters that they were kind of, I don't know if they were manipulating them. Peter, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know, and technically, you know, stuff is that they created some of them, and they manipulated another ones of them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I know the Kraken came up a few times, and also I think politically that they've been using the word the Kraken. Like, oh, we're gonna, you know, pull out the Kraken, you know, in other words, it's gonna be punishment or discipline here. From a perspective of a creature that's going to come in and cause problems. And so we're seeing these creatures, and there's, of course, there's King Kong as well as Godzilla. They end up getting in a battle together, and they, you know, destroy cities and cause problems and mayhem. So, but this is, you know, some of the workings of Monarch. And recently in this article...
Sorry for interrupting you, but I will say you something interesting. Because you used the term mayhem, right?
Right.
And I will say the analysis, what does it mean? We know that it's something like next level of chaos, right? But I will say you, what does it mean once we see in depth of this word? May, does it means like might, so that means like it's uncertainty, like it can be or can't be or whatever, and then ham, that means like a flesh, you know, like a tissue, like a muscle. So that means once there is mayhem, that means like flesh, like tissue, like muscles will fly all around. Just by the way, so sorry for that, but just like that's like first thing what came into my mind once you mentioned this term, this word.
Well,
So sorry
that's what
for
they
that.
do. Yeah, they tear each other up. And I was trying to get a picture of Godzilla in here too, because Godzilla is very intimidating. And
so sorry for that, but I think that this is kind of, you know, stuff what is suitable here for practically, you know, like part of this movie, as you said, because you know they tear each other apart. Yep, you are right. Yes.
right, and that's pretty much the what the feeling is this pent up frustration that you're feeling in the world right now, and almost like, you know, then there's these outbursts of problems, whether it's shooters or bombs or, you know, minor stuff, fortunately, but still there's like these little, you know, crises and explosions from people, even individually. But getting back to the creatures, here is there's a massive creature rarely seen above ground, tries to enter a motel during a heavy rain. This was on March 24th of this year, 2021. And a man in Australia was shocked to spot a giant creature trying to creep under the closed door of a motel following rain in the region. And it said it was in Darren Jack spotted the massive earthworm at the Tall Trees Motel in Tambourine Mountain in Queensland on Tuesday morning. Jack is seen picking the worm and holding it in front of the camera. And I don't know what happened to I think there was a picture in here somewhere. But it was kind of strange, I think.
It's pretty much like not a big deal, because we will provide all the links we are talking about. I mean, all the topics we are talking about, we will provide the links in the description of video. Am I right?
Yeah. I was going to see if I can open up what this was, but nope. Anyhow, yeah, we'll get the video on that and try to correct it. I'll make a note of it. And anyhow, so moving on to the next topic, we have this viral TikTok time traveler who shows creepy images from the future. The user on TikTok has gone viral after claiming to be a time traveler from just 6 years in the future. Alleged time traveler goes by the username Unicos Abbreviante and only provides his first name as Javier. According to Unilad, Javier's username translates to only survivor. Google's translation of his bio, which is written in Spanish, reads, "My name is Javier, and I am alone in the world." Javier's first post was in February of 2021, depicts a scene through the city of Valencia, Spain, that looks relatively normal except for one fact. The city appears to be completely void of people. In the video, which has been viewed over 7 million times, he claims to be a time traveler in the year 2027. He says that by then, humanity will have gone extinct. A translation of the text within the video describes the eerie scene Nobody is shopping in malls, nobody in the streets. So, Peter, do you know anything about this situation, or?
Yes, I know. I know what is going on in this, and this is it. It is not story, because you can fake, you can make up the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is not story. I know what is going on with or in this revelation. It is scenario. It is case scenario, if we want to call it that way, from another reality. Another. It's mixed, crossed, cross stuff between timeline and reality. It's very weird and an extremely rare occasion, because we are talking about, we have either timeline pardon me, either timeline or reality. It's different, right? And they like crossed between each other, timeline and reality, mixed in very weird way, and they cancelled like some sort of, because of severe you know, because of severe um, vibration problems. I mean frequency vibration problems. They completely deleted, like wiped out, and this is it. Not only people, but many cities, or I don't know, like rivers, lakes, or something like that. You know, I mean, you can still see that, okay, there was huge river, but what? Where the heck is water from? There is no water. There should be. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That there should be a lot of water. You know. No, there is no water. Nothing. Or a huge lake. What? This is crazy. Where is all the water in? It should be here. No, it isn't. This is it. Or there are plateaus. You know, there are no plateaus. It's for example, like quotes in quotes, New Netherlands. Do you know what I mean? Like it's extremely low. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or there
Yeah,
are
there's no
another
animals. There's no animals there.
animals.
That I can see.
Yeah, I don't want to say no, but low. I mean low numbers of animals, and they are weird, very weird kind of animals, like mixed crossbreeding between each other, and it's like, what the heck? What's wrong in this world? Nah, that's it. Yeah. So this is quotes in quotes a restart of reality or whatever. Yep, that's true. Because tension, respectively tensions, because there were two tensions between timeline and the reality, I mean, and other timelines and realities were too high, and they need to go low. So we can imagine it as earthquake. Do you know what I mean? Tension is too high, and we've got earthquake. That's it. This crazy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This kind of stuff, and many stuff disappear, and other stuff appear. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And effect, what it, how can I say, the effect with it, what happened during it, it's crazy. It's destructive. So this is it. Like, we are talking about earthquake itself. It's destructive effect. That's it. This revelation is literally about it.
When I looked at it, I felt like it did exist, but it was not our regular timeline. I felt like he stepped into something else. Yeah,
But
like
this
you
is
said.
it what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
no, that's
mixing.
exactly what it felt like. So it confirmed my feelings when I looked at it. But it's still a reality that people could possibly get trapped in, right?
I don't think it is. Let me correct you. It is not people will be trapped. No, it is restart of reality. Restart. Okay, restart.
What's interesting, Peter, is like if you look at we look at it, right? All right, like in the mall or whatever store that he's in, there's all sorts of stuff there. Like it's all waiting there for people. It's crazy.
But it is not crazy, please. It is restart. So people will be here. Sorry, I mean there. After a few years, they will be back. They will be simply back. Yeah. They will be back, believe me. It's just, restart.
It's very uncomfortable watching these type of things because you're like,
But
whoa,
what
whoa.
should we do? Technically, once something bad, because this is bad, I don't know, like 1995%, 90 approximately 88, 1991, 2% of population was, like, I don't want to say killed, but they didn't went through, right? I mean, once something happened, yeah, should once we will not talk about it, we will quote in quotes undo it? No, no. We are just, informing people. This is it what we are doing. This is not crime. We are not making, how can I say it? We are not making or creating panic or whatever. We are just informing people. That's all.
And it's not our regular timeline. So, but he did experience something. And, people are experiencing a lot of things that are not typical. That doesn't mean it's not true. It just,
And I will say you why they are experiencing this. Because we are aligning with another reality when their axis, I mean Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis won Second World War. But the system there is completely different. As I said, there is no opposition, there is no poverty, as we can see it in most part of Africa, in South America, in, I don't know, like most parts of Asia, do you know what I mean? All kind of that stuff. People are happy, there are petrol-free cars, they are on, people are driving hydrogen-powered cars, whatever. There is free energy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Tesla technologies.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So this is it. And because we have pretty much, we are opposite. We are doing crazy stuff. For example, during Second World War, there was no extermination prison camps. German people accept Hebrew people, they accept Slavic people, whatever, do you know what I mean? Everything is different, like vice versa, do you know what I mean? Like turned upside down 180 degrees. And that's the stuff. It is upside down. There are people, yes, they are in charge, they are in power, but they don't misuse it. Nah? In their reality, in second reality. And that's the stuff. Because they don't misuse it, and all of us, we know how it is right now in our reality.
Right.
We need to align it. And those kind of crazy stuff what are happening right now, with COVID, with economical crisis, with protests, all kinds of violence, whatever. Those are those residual effects. No, this is it. you know?
And we talk about realities that exist that are not everywhere. And I'm going to say something, and I hope it doesn't open up a can of worms, but like the flat earthers, those that believe that we are on a flat earth, I believe there is a reality, but it's not the only reality.
Yes, you are right. There is reality when Earth is literally flat, but it is not the only one reality. Yes, you are absolutely right. 100% right. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you are
so,
right.
And this is where people and because you can't have that many people actually, saying that they see it or recognize it and saying that, well, they're just, illusional or lying or whatever, but they're kind of pulled into that reality and they're not aware and they're sort of nothing else makes sense to them. And so we're trying to, help, bring people to an understanding that because of the weird things that are happening in our context of existence and the quantum computing and all these projects of corporations and military and so forth, it's creating these strange existences where we shouldn't be attacking each other because they don't see exactly the way we see it, but we should actually try to understand, but open up the concept and idea that there are other contexts of existence that are occurring.
Yep, you are right. You are right.
And people to not cut off from others, but actually have an understanding of it. And I think some people are even trapped in realities too, which maybe they don't need to be. But,
and they don't know about it, just
right.
by the way. Just
yeah.
by the way.
I mean, that just happened to me. That just happened to me when I recently, and I had to go get my car fixed. And
yeah, you was in bubble, just by the way.
I was in a bubble.
I was able to see that, just by the way.
Well, you didn't know. I mean, I had to like pull off, and I said something's going on with my car, and the whole steering wheel was shaking and everything, right? And I go, and then something happened to my tire, right? I went to about four different gas stations. None of them could take me except for this one. And they helped me. They're very helpful.
Because there was the portal.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Well,
there was
the guys were wearing pentacles on their rings like that, and kind of a lot of that Wiccan stuff. And it was weird. And I talked about.
It wasn't weird. It was portal to another reality. It is not weird.
It was like nothing made any sense there. I went to get a coffee, and you couldn't sit down anywhere, but the store next to it had people were in and sitting down, and it was just really weird. Everything was strange. And so sometimes you step into those spaces and you get frustrated. You're like, what's going on? And it's like, I was there for a half a day, it felt like, but I think I was there for a couple hours. And then randomly you contacted me because you could feel it. You knew something was going on. But
yes, that's true. Yep, that's true. Yep.
And I joked because this happened on Lafayette Street. Everyone knows who Lafayette was from previous videos. I don't even want to say the name. Someone in leadership will say it like that.
No. It's like,
so I was like, all right.
Voldemort, no, don't speak this
We're not going to go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you are right.
We're going to go into the next one. All right, look at this. New AI is designed to debate people, and it could ruin social media. So when people start getting in an argument, and I've been in arguments before online or in social media, and so they're going to bring in this AI that's probably going to out-debate anybody. Or if you're not, if they don't defeat you, they're definitely going to wear you down. And I thought, but this is created by IBM. And so, I guess it's to get people to think before you start getting into debates with some people. And it's maybe exhausting, but I guess that's maybe these corporations that are running social media probably, are tired of or not happy with the people and vice versa. And so I guess this is how it's the direction it's going into. But because it was IBM, it made me think of IBM Watson, which was a computer system capable of answering questions posed in natural language, developed in IBM's Deep QA project by a research team led by principal investigator David Ferrucci. Watson was named after IBM's founder and first CEO, Industrials Thomas J. Watson. Okay, so then then it made me think of John Titor, or Teeter, however you say his name, the man who traveled back in time, but he was looking for an IBM Watson. So I was thinking about what is going on with IBM. IBM seems to be at the forefront of some of these things.
What do you mean? I mean, what is going on with IBM? Because technically the stuff is that everything is, how can I say it, like turning around the IBM. That's like, you know, like we've got space and something is in the middle of space, you know, I mean universe, sorry, my bad. And this is like that because they whoever they are, make IBM as a main contractor for, quotes in quotes, human better AI. Yeah. So technically, you know, androids. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So yeah, they're in our future then.
No, but they copied future and get back from future here to present time.
So this story of John Titor then, is that to validate some of the stuff that they're doing, or?
Yep, you are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right.
I mean, a lot of people like to say he was a hoax and everything, but I think people need to see that it is possible for people to time travel. If you don't think people can time travel, any type of story like this is gonna sound like a hoax.
But I'm just saying that they want to do computer AI run on respectively powered debate, you know, machine, I don't know, computer, because it's not random computer, it's machine, right? And the stuff is that if you will be able to create fake voice, what is not a big deal, for like 30 years or so in army, you believe me, you will be not able to recognize if this is a fake voice or real voice, right? And it can even fake emotions. Do you know what I mean? So it can cry or whatever, or be happy. I mean, of course it cannot, but it will look like, respectively sound like. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's the stuff.
Well, I had years ago, before I met you, Peter, a little bit before I met you, I was doing a show on World Spirit Radio, and I had a bunch of people contact me and said, "Oh, I heard your interview with this person, and it was interesting. You have a different point of view there." And I said, "Well, first of all, I don't know that person who has their show. I never met that person, and second of all, that wasn't me." And they said, "Well, it sounded like you. It was your name, and obviously it was radio, so that
because because you are important for them, Jessica. Please, for them, for Murkov. Jeez."
So they put me on this other show.
Not shows, multiple ones.
Well, because then there was another.
Because you are Jessica Murkov. I mean, for them, you are not you. You are Jessica Murkov.
So that's the alternate name. That's the alternate
End of
name.
story.
Because they
once
did that
again,
with another. There was another person that contacted me, said that they heard me on another show, and they got all my information from this other show. And I said I was never on that show before, and I don't even know the person. I know who she is, but I've never been on her show before. And he says, no, all of your information was there, and he was contacting me to do a private session.
yeah. Can you
crazy.
go on previous topic? It will be good. Like new AI. Where are you?
Yeah, we'll go back to the new AI. Okay.
Yep. This is it. What I'm trying to say. From my point of view, you will be like you will say me that I'm crazy, but from this point of view, it will be good service because I think that social media. Where are you? Yeah, here you are. I'm talking to headline. It could ruin social media. Of course, I don't like social media. I mean, yes, social media. Do you know what? Let's say social media are good servant, but very bad master. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, I see. Yeah. It depends on if it's serving you to connect to people, to have groups, communicate on a larger scale, then that works. But when you're restricted in what you can share, it becomes very frustrating and makes people very angry, and limitations on topics and so forth.
Exactly, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Like, how can I say it? It's like, how can I say it properly? Like two-bladed sword. Do you know what I mean? Like even this, like from quotes in quotes social media point of view, once it is good servant, it's fine, it's perfect. Once it is master, it's all wrong, it's bad. And from this point of view, AI like uh, more human-like, so above human-like AI. Once it will ruin social media, it will be best best thing to do for vast majority of social media users, like it or not. It's true, because people, I don't want to say people are stupid, not at all. I don't want to say people are ignorant, not at all. Ignorance, sorry. But it's like people, I don't want to say they don't think about things, but they are like, you know, make, how we can say it properly, first planned things. Do you know what I mean? Like, most of people, they don't plan their things for long time, and they are like, hey, there is new, for example, there is new social network or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or especially once we have smartphones, um, there is new app. I mean app, like application, and this is it. They don't get it, most of them. No, not all of them, but most of them, they don't get it how to use it. But those people became very easy, can become slaves of those apps. That's it. That's the problem. And from this point of view, quote unquote, ruining those social media can be big help. I know that many people will disagree with me. I know, but that's my point of view. That's my personal opinion.
I agree that people get too hooked into it, but on the other hand, people are so housebound right now. It's almost like probably saving their sanity so they have someone to communicate with. It's it has its benefits and negativity about it, because people also can get addicted to it. But like I said, right now with the lockdowns, I mean, that's been probably the sanity for a lot of people, to be able to talk and find out what's going on out there. And technically, YouTube is a social media. And
yes, you are right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're getting the benefit of that as well, and being able to connect with people. But anything can be used for the good or the bad, when you think about it.
Used for a good purpose or misused for bad purpose. Yep, you are right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry for that. I don't want to backtrack too much, but I think this worth to mention. It's my point of view. So sorry.
And the
for
ACIO does have information of John Titor. Is that correct?
that. He's
IBM.
absolutely legit. He's absolutely legit. Yeah. He's legit, as I said. He's legit.
He talked to Art Bell in 1998 on Coast to Coast AM radio. And he said he had a fax where he heard other time travelers calling in from any time past the year 2500 AD. Please let me explain. Travel was invented in 2034. Is that correct, Peter?
That's not true.
Okay.
Because it was invented much in the past, much more in the past.
Okay. Yeah,
but give me a second. I need to correct myself. Let's say publicly announced. Yes, once he's getting publicly announced. Yes, that's true. Yes.
Oh, you
because
mean
I was like
in the news
what?
Or something like that in 2034 they finally admit that there's time travel.
Yes, my bad.
Okay.
My bad. Yes, because I was invented, and then I got okay. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because
it's existed for hundreds of years.
Yes,
least, right?
yes. I got it. But it's publicly announced. Yes, sorry. Being in the news, you can technically, quotes in quotes, buy a time traveling machine, and it's small. It's first they will be laptops or something like that. I mean notebooks, and then tablets or smartphones, and then the last ones they will be a wristwatch. I mean the dimensions, right? That's it. What I'm talking about.
That's what they sell in the future.
Yes.
He says offshoots of certain successful fusion reactor research allowed scientists at CERN to produce the world's first contained singularity engine. So he's just going back to CERN, but that was in 1998 when he said that. And then basic design involves rotating singularities inside a magnetic field by altering the speed. And then he goes on to talk and how this works. And then he said, one, you meet yourself. I've done it often, even taken a younger version myself along for a few rides before returning myself back to the new timeline and going back to mine. Is that dangerous to do that, Peter?
Meeting yourself?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But from my point of view, this is it. I don't think so, right? So that means it depends on circumstances and conditions. It's complicated. It's, let's say, I don't want to say impossible, but almost impossible to predict what will happen or what can happen. No?
In any type of time travel.
Any type. Yes, you are right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. He said he hit a brick wall in 2564, and he didn't know what the reason was.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's got a few comments here. I'm on my way after getting an IBM 5100 computer system from the year 1975. My time machine is a stationary mass temporal displacement unit manufactured by General Electric. The unit is powered by two top spin dual positive singularities that produce a standoff offset Tipler sinusoid. And then he said he was going to post a picture of it. You familiar with this system that he was talking about?
Yes, but as I said, it's big. This is big. Yeah, I mean, give me a second. This is it. You know, he was talking about first one, like earlier versions. It's like, for example, in 1960s and early 1970s. You
Yeah,
know,
that's the 70s.
yeah, but give me a second. I'm talking about like computers equals power. I mean, you know what I mean, like hardware parameters. We are talking about like in nowadays laptops or smartphones, and they were like one floor big, right? So that's
Hmm.
the stuff. You've got practically the same stuff, but in smaller and smaller and smaller dimensions. I mean proportions. That's it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's it.
Yeah, and
So
the reason, and then he talks about hitting a brick wall in the future. Like he couldn't go
yes,
past it.
I will say you why. Because in 70s it was this song. It was mentioned, "Brick in the Wall," from Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what
The
I
wall.
mean?
Yeah. Yep.
The Wall,
Hmm.
yes, yes, and it was 29, maybe 30 meters long, and like 6 or 7 meters height. You know, high wall of literally made from bricks, and they were moving this video clip. Yep, yep.
Was Pink Floyd involved in some of this stuff and time travel and all that?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so that's why their music is kind of futuristic too.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Um, Go on to the next one. And here's another interesting article. There appears to be a huge chunk of an ancient planet buried inside Earth. It's called Theia, Theia, and Theia's impact with the Earth created the moon and perhaps left some shrapnel behind. So, gigantic blobs of dense material lurking in the lower depths of the Earth mantle beneath West Africa and the Pacific Ocean. Is this what they call Tiamat?
Yes,
Thea?
you are. Yes, you are right.
Right. It's just people were saying, no, Tiamat's not true. This is pretty much the story, so that fit the story. So
It's
the
not story because you can fake, you can make
right.
up the story, but it's revelation.
Yeah,
Not.
it's an understanding of our geography and our history.
Yes, you are right. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting because a lot of people don't believe Tiamat happened. Now, is that also related to the moon? Because that is what people have been teaching is that the moon also came from Tiamat
Yeah, but you mean to? Sorry. You
or
need to
Thea,
keep
if you want
it.
to call it Thea.
Thea, yeah, but you need to keep in mind that moon is hollow.
Right.
But many people don't believe it at all.
Well, people believe that. Some people think it's just a manufactured object, spacecraft, somewhat.
Uh, do you know what? That will be crazy stuff to talk about because you not only you, but they are right, but it's kind of complicated and how can I say it, like wide and in-depth topic to talk about.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll have to get more into that because it is.
Yeah, geez, we can make several shows only about that. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with there's a blood moon, there's a blue moon, there's all these different kinds of, harvest moon.
Yes,
Yeah,
but technically, we are talking about the same object, but from different point of views. Yeah, you
correct.
are right. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Yeah, yeah.
Here's another article on the same topic. New theories suggest large blobs of material Earth mantle are remnants of protoplanet Theia. And so, I mean, we knew this already, but it's nice that science is catching up. You can see the
Do you know
particles
what?
in
Do you
there.
know what? Wants to see it's always better than 100 to one time to see. It's always much better than 100 time to hear or to read. So can we go back to this drawing on picture? Yep, we can see that in this picture. It's
Yeah.
so well how can I say it, I don't want to say drawn, but it's well made picture. If we can see it, can we enlarge it maybe?
I don't know if I can enlarge. Yeah, there it is.
Yep, that's perfect.
So you see that the Thea hits the proto-Earth and then has this combination of material that literally blended, and then newly formed moon, and then it's probably the sediment somehow settled in a way where you see more of the remnants of Thea inner Earth, which makes me think of is this flat Earth too? I don't.
No, why are you
Right,
laughing? It's true. I mean, but it went to another reality. It went to another reality. No, it's true.
But the material itself can be a carrier of like portals and other
wormholes,
realities and
not
wormholes.
Like wormholes. Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
You are right. So we can close this picture and we can read maybe the article. It will be worth it to read the article, I think. What do you think?
A team of scientists in Arizona University has proposed that the large blobs of material on Earth's mantle, the large lower shear velocity provinces, LLSVPS, may be leftover pieces of Thea, a protoplanet theorized to have struck Earth, resulting in the creation of the moon. The group argued their case as this year's Lunar and Planetary Science Conference and are awaiting publication in Geophysical Research Letters. Most space scientists have come to believe that the moon was created when another planet, now called Thea, collided with a very early Earth and pieces of the Earth. Thea are both that were flung into space during the collision, eventually coalesced into the moon. Theories regarding what happened to the rest of Thea are still being argued. In this new effort, the team in Arizona suggests that much of Thea's mantle wound up in Earth's mantle, forming what is now called the large low shear velocity provinces, one beneath part of the African continent and one beneath the Pacific Ocean. And we do have activity in those areas.
Of course we have, believe me.
People have talked about those beings coming out of the Pacific Ocean. The I can't think of it right now. Not Atlanteans. The what's the other group? Well, anyhow, yeah, definitely.
Give me a second. You mean not Atlanteans? Lemurians, yes, Lemurians.
Yeah.
Technically, the whole continent Lemuria is like, what? It is wiped out? No, it is not wiped out. It was and it wasn't. So technically, it appeared and it disappeared again. Yeah, you are right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that happened.
It was in that region, right? Around the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, yes, you are right. You are right. Yeah.
What's under the African
and
continent?
just by the way, Hawaii is what's left or what was left from Lemuria. Yeah, just by the way, because Lemuria was huge. Because as you can see, right, you've got oceans, right? And what the heck is going on? This is nonsense how big Pacific Ocean is. You do know what I'm trying to say? Because you've got Atlantic Ocean, yes, of course, we've got northern and the southern part. You've got we've got Indian Ocean. But once you move the globe, and you are seeing how big Pacific is, not big, how huge Pacific Ocean is. Once you start thinking and turn on basic logic. It's like, what the heck is going on here? There is something big missing, and really big, and this is it. It's Lemuria. Yeah, you are right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you are completely right.
I interviewed this guy called Bob Wiegand, and he lives in Hawaii, and he said that they were seeing the Lemurians. They were showing up on the Earth.
Yes, you are right.
Yeah, yeah, a large scale of it.
Sorry, he was right. Sorry, because technically this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Whole time.
he said some very interesting things also about the some of the Pleiadians over in Switzerland.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
no.
So he had some interesting information. I do have those interviews. But all right, so I'm gonna go to Thea. Thea was a Titan goddess of sight, and so that's kind of the name that they got from Thea bore the Titan Hyperion.
Yep.
And 3 shining children: Helios, the sun; Eos, the dawn; and Selene, the moon.
Yep.
So it's interesting that that's the name that they're using.
Sorry for interrupting you, but Helios is god for ancient Greek god of sun.
Sun, yeah.
Yes, you are right. You are right.
Okay, we're going to go in a whole different direction here. This is the U.S. scientists propose research into blocking the sun to fight climate change. And we've talked about this briefly before, but it looks like they want to keep moving forward on this. It's similar to what they were going to do is create. I mean, we already have chemtrails, but I guess they want to put these particles called solar geoengineering. Involves with blocking sunlight, releasing tiny reflective particles, a solar shield. Why are they doing this, Peter? Why are they doing this?
Because they want what? Give me a second. They want to prevent what? They want to prevent global warming.
Yep.
And do you really believe that they will be able to do that via this? Of course not.
We see this is chemtrailing.
Exactly. I mean, how can I say that? It is the same nonsense, same BS as HAARP, Arael Activity Research Program in Gakona in Alaska. There is a central, right, of this. And those quotes in quotes burns, they are all around the world. And that's the stuff that they are changing weather, changing climate, whatever, via HAARP. So this is the same story, same case, if we want to call it that way. They simply want to get rid of certain effects, what's unplanned and bad from their point of view, via chemtrailing, like, how can I say it, next level of chemtrailing, if we want to call it that way. Can we go please to previous particle?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same article. It's about the same topic, and I think that personally, it's the sun brings life. It helps things grow.
You are right. You are right.
We need the sun for our own health and well-being.
Because this is absolutely the stuff. Like after, I mean, in case of nuclear war, technically it will be world war, right? There will be these quotes in quotes. Nuclear winter, because there will be so much dust. Do you know what I mean? in the atmosphere, then there will be, I don't want to say no sun, but almost no sunshine. And this is it what they want to do.
Yeah.
No sunshine. It's nonsense.
It's sick.
I mean,
it's
they
very
won't,
sick.
I don't want to say no, but almost no. They will reduce sunshine. What the heck? It's nonsense. Jeez. Because this is it. They believe, I will say you something, okay? Because this is it. Not it like, for example, once we are talking about Umbrella Corporation and they released and spread, they are constantly spreading new and new variations and mutations of COVID. No, this is not like that. Because yes, those elites, those guys, they've got antidotes, vaccinations. They will protect them. But this, it's nonsense because it will kill or cause, let's say, cause at least when not kill, but cause many big harm to everyone in the world.
Everything
so it's
that's
not
living.
yes,
Animals, plants, humans.
yes,
Yeah.
all the humans, it's
Yeah, it's
absolute nonsense. Yes,
mass
you are right.
genocide. It's
Yep.
constant efforts for mass genocide. I don't get it.
But this is it. Not those people. Those people, they are causing this. They will be not immune because it will affect everyone. Everyone.
But they're in some kind of delusion that they think it won't affect them.
If they believe that they will be quotes in quotes metro stuff like Metro 2023, like this video games, and it was like
They go
Metro
underground.
Exodus or whatever, it's nonsense because they can't live underneath the, do you know what I mean? I mean like in those underground cases. It's not like that. Nope.
Metro 2033.
33, yep. It's nonsense. It's not like that.
It's not that easy to go underground and survive and all that.
You are right.
Saying. Right. Well, yeah, I don't get it.
I will say you something. They believe so because they were not in that situation. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
Jeez. This is nonsense.
I'm
just saying sorry for that.
We're gonna keep moving because I know we can get really heated on this topic, but it's one of
those... it's fine. From my point of view, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's another weird thing
that's
happening.
No. About the huge cargo container ship being stuck in Suez Canal, and this happened on purpose because there is huge let's say there is, how we can call it, crash site. Simply mothership released give me a second, four smaller ships. I'm talking about, of course, ET mothership, smaller ships, and so released. That means they were released from much higher altitude than they were supposed to be, and it ended up like a big mess. So they need to quotes in quotes clear it somehow. That means the order was to clear perimeter. And of course, what will be the better idea, or the better way, if we can call it that way, to force everyone to get down, less respectively to move out, than to do this. It's crazy. And look at that. It's nonsense. That kind of monster and digging it with cranes. It's like
a little crane.
Yeah, it's like elephant. It's elephant will will get on side, and ants will be like, hey man, we are here, we need to help you. And it's like, what the heck? It's nonsense. Do you know what I mean? And that's the stuff. Because
so you said that there was a spacecraft that was at a higher elevation. Is that related to what happened, what you saw happen to me?
I don't know. I don't think it is a good idea to talk about that.
Okay, but is it the location maybe?
Yeah. So technically, on both sides of this ship, they are those two spacecrafts. But once again, they are not mothership, and they didn't calculated it correctly. So it ended somehow how it ends. Of course, it ends up very bad. That's the story. Sorry, that's the revelation. But I mean, this is so crazy that from my point of view, this can be story, because I don't know how someone can be that stupid.
Because no, I mean, it looks like it was done on purpose. Yeah, no, it was done on purpose.
At least I think that at least ETs are not that stupid that they will release 4 of their huge ships out of motherships in too high elevation, and apparently they were not counting it right.
Can I ask which ETs they were that did that, or are you allowed to say?
It was mutual mothership. So I mean, like different ET races.
So it was more than one ET race that was doing
this? Yeah. It was like they agreed to cooperate, and sometimes happen this.
And it was happening in Egypt. So yeah. Okay, so I don't know if it was Sirius or group or Orion.
No. Once again, multiple races. This is crazy. Okay, I think we can move on.
Just mentioning how they're creating artificial food here, 3D printed chicken nuggets.
So once if we have a heart muscle, do you know what I mean? We can make any muscles. We can make, I don't know, liver.
Like replicators.
Yes. Yeah. We can make liver. We can make lungs. And I'm not saying nonsenses. So from my point of view, this is nothing. How can I say, like, I don't want to say I believe it.
This might be our future food, you're saying.
Of course. Once again, they don't need to wait for transplantation. Nah. Yeah. They can create, but that's the stuff. Not only create, but quotes in quotes, make it work. You got blind. You went blind. And it is, for example, not only your eye as eyeball and whatever, but all kind of another organs and systems went bad, and they can make you see again. Just thanks to 3D printing.
Right.
It's nothing new.
No, it's amazing. I know it is amazing.
Yeah.
But these are like replicas. Like our replicators.
Yes, you are right, but it can, as I said, great inventions can be used for great purposes, with its own big potential, and misuse for crazy stuff. I mean, bad thing.
Right. There's another update on CERN that their experiment violates the standard model of particle and hints at brand new physics.
Do you know what? I strongly hesitate this, because from my point of view, we are quotes in quotes God playing, and this is bad. This can ends up bad, and I mean really bad. Do you know what I'm trying
It's
to
like
say?
they shut it down and then they get into something else. So this came
Yeah,
out on March 24th, 2021. And
I'm just
leptons
saying.
are a class of particles. So it says leptons are a class of particles that include electrons, neutrinos, and particles like the electrons, but much heavier, known as the muon and the tau. And all these particles are defined as different flavors of leptons. And finally, we get the universality. And so it goes on to talk about the standard model that these leptons should have identical electroweak interaction strengths, but the latest observations are now saying that this might not be the case. So they just keep researching and researching and researching.
And that's it. Like, how can I say that correctly in order to be correct? Once we are researching that, in order to know, how can I say that, like, to know principles, how our world is, I don't know, working? Is it like that? But I think this is good term, working. Do you know what I mean? What are principles? Fine, but that's the stuff. It is not for them. It's not enough. They want to change it, and I mean, like, what? Why? Do you know what is, let's say, in the other end of the tunnel? Do you know what I mean?
Right. I
What?
think these are people that are generally very unhappy. They weren't happy with their life and then sees everything as a big petri dish,
Yep.
like something like,
I absolutely agree with you, 100%. It's like, nah, we've got this. Exactly like this. How can I say it? Surreal. What is it like? Surrealistic painting. This is it. Yes, what you are pointing at. Yes, and that's the stuff. Like, what the heck? No. If you know that something is here, no. Okay, it's fine, but no, don't. What the heck? Don't ever try to mess with it. Is it working? Yes. So don't mess with it. No. For
they don't
them,
have permission by the population, the world's, the earth as it is doesn't belong to two people. It belongs to everybody.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And
their
it's, if
decisions are,
someone,
yeah.
if some people are believers of, I mean, our listeners, to God or to Yahweh, to Allah, to, I don't know, to Buddha, for example, or to Trimurti, if another people don't believe in any religion, then to Gaia, to Earth, but don't mess with it. What the heck is wrong with those guys? Do you know what I mean? No. They don't, none, anyone, they gave them privilege to mess with those stuff. No, it is completely wrong. No, I don't like it. No.
I don't like it either.
Do you know what? Maybe I am getting like too emotional about that, but do you know what? I am upset. I'm upset when once I am seeing this. No, because this is there. Let's say there should be certain limits people never ever crossed, should be crossed. What do you think? That's my opinion.
Absolutely. I think that they have to hold responsibility to the rest of the planet if they're going to do things that are going to affect the earth. I don't think people just should have a right to do whatever they want because they have money. I think they have an accountability to everyone here.
Or not only money, let's say knowledge. I
Knowledge,
mean
money,
wisdom,
and
and
allowed permission
and
to do it.
technology. Yes.
Yeah, they should be shut down. They should just be shut down if they're going to violate the rights of every human or living thing on the planet. It's not just humans.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Absolutely. I'm in the same page as you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think we need an ACIO or ET intervention on this.
Yes. But you know,
Yeah.
that's the problem. Oh. Okay. that's the stuff like, you know, from my point of view, right? We can't just cut them off from second to second, because we are getting to through this crazy residual effect, and it will take time. But not only we in ACIO, but with cooperation, in cooperation with another organizations and agencies, we are doing our best in order to do so. So believe, just believe in it, and it take patience and time.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to trust that these things get corrected and we're protected.
Oh no, I don't like that.
This is DARPA takes a step toward holy grail of encryption. So I guess they're just trying to encrypt their information more, unless there's something else going on. But that's what it looks like.
Yep.
But I thought that was it. It's an interesting article. I don't know if we want to get too deep into that, but we can just, mention it. Here's the new.
Oh crap!
Outlast is out. There it is again. Walrider, Murkoff, and
I think we saw this trailer.
we did.
I'm pretty
sure.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah, you told me about it. We watched it, but it wasn't ready to come out yet, and I guess it's coming out now.
Yeah.
And because this was from June 13, 2020, when the trailer came out.
But this is crazy. I mean, and do you know what is like most mad part of this weird story, let's say wicked story, that they in this trailer they used actual footage. What happened? Like it literally happened. What the heck?
Because which is horrifying. Yeah, it's a really horrifying.
Because like what the heck? Because I was like, okay, am I seeing good or not? I mean, do you know what I mean? Am I dreaming or what the heck? Jeez.
Yep. Yeah, it's really bad. This is my dilemma right here, because I'm not out of that issue.
Yep.
All right, here's Village, Resident Evil, more of the Umbrella Corporation.
Yep.
And
so it's like some sort of a remake of Resident Evil 8. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then there was this character I was looking at, Elsina
Dimitrescu. She's Romanian. Yeah.
But she's a vampire, it says in the story.
Yes, that's true. Yes, you are right.
Follower of a satanic witch cult which practiced vampirism and human sacrifice, possibly for sustenance. Is she like Elizabeth Bathory or
something like that? This kind of
more than one, right? Of vampires.
Of course. It's technically like Vlad the Dracula's kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. You are right.
And that's in Resident Evil or the Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah.
All right, so this article actually came on March 26, 2021. A Taste for Blood. Vampire woman stabbed a man to death and knifed 2 others before sucking their blood from open knife wounds. I mean, this story's crazy. A woman who allegedly stabbed 3 men before sucking their blood has been arrested in Kenya. Margaret Wangari is accused of stabbing 1 man and to death and critically injuring 2 others during a rampage in Kahawa, West Nairobi. The violent incident started after a fight broke out between the suspect and a man believed to be her boyfriend. Furious onlookers took matters into their own hands and started stoning the woman, and I guess the police then got involved and took her out of there. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. But
Yeah, this is like
I
what the
was
heck.
looking at this, and then that article came up. I'm like, what?
Yeah, just by the way, she's like what, like 10 feet high? No, I'm talking about this Romanian woman. What,
Yeah,
10 feet high, something like that? So almost 3 meters high. So crazy high. Yep.
and that's what she looks like here.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Next topic. People were seeing this. It looked like some kind of UFO or whatever, but it was the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket failure that happened
But as
in
I said,
Vancouver.
this is not failure for them. For them, let's take it. Let's make it right. Yes. Fact is that official reason is sorry, official, my bad, official version is it's failure. No, uh, let's say, or let's, how can I say it, make an observation that most of those failures happened in certain elevations. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Certain elevations. And that means that they are breaking down to small particles, and they are completely controlling the frequencies of thinking. That means they are creating hive mind. It will slowly take control of human consciousness. That's their ultimate goal.
So that's why these things are exploding, but it's on purpose.
Yes, of course, of course. This is what is Tesla guy. I'm calling him always Tesla guy.
Musk.
Elon Musk. That is ultimate. Elon Musk ultimate goal. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
And what is he gaining by doing a hive mind? Is he just wants to control everybody?
No, he's helping Murkov.
He's working with Murkoff. Well, that explains
A lot of things.
a lot of things. Yeah, because I mean, he did something to my head one night. Yep.
Because people are so like hyped all over about his cars, Tesla cars, whatever. Yep.
5,000-year-old cemetery and fortress discovered in Poland. They're unearthing things like in Egypt. Now here's one in Poland. Is that that must be creating spirits or something going on with.
Yep, that's true.
And a lot is coming out of Poland now too. So yeah, it was about 5,000-year-olds. Did you have any ACIO? Have any problems?
It was magic. Magic. How can I say it? Not magic. Let's say there happened multiple very weird things from our point of view. Weird things in Poland, practically all over the Poland, because they have a lot of amber. A lot. I mean, like thousands of tons of amber all over, pretty much all over the country, because it's pretty, considering Europe, it's pretty big country, Poland. And amber was some sort of like, how can I say it? They left amber once they did something important. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They made power field, energetic power field, powered, let's say the power source was created by specifically modified amber. Amber from Poland is extremely valuable because you never ever can have um amber with such specific additives added to the amber, except Poland. No.
Is it because was it an ET visitations there, or
Yep, exactly.
and so
You
they
got it.
put some kind of minerals or something
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it's
yeah. You
not
got it.
terrestrial?
You got it. Yep, you got it.
Okay.
It was technically like free, total free energy for them. It was easy because for them, amber was like like nothing, like stones. You can small stones, small rocks. Uh, okay, we can.
See if I
Yeah,
can
this is
find
it.
some images
Look
of
at that.
Polish amber,
Yeah, this is it. What I'm talking about.
Baltic amber right here.
Yeah, yeah, this is it. What I'm talking about. Baltic. Yep, yep.
Yep, and it's a darker, and it looks like a darker color.
Yes, this is. But you look at that. They have even like green. They have blue amber, whatever. They have all kind of amber. It's very unique all around the world, but not in Poland. They have all kind of crazy colors of amber. In Poland, not a big deal. All around the world, it's like, what the heck?
That's it right here.
Yes, 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 yes. But we were able to see once you will go back on the top of the page.
Okay.
Yes, look at that. Polish amber. You can see it. It's green. Once you will roll down just a little bit, just a little bit, please. Yes, you can see. Look at that in top right. Sorry, top left. Top left. Sorry, bottom left. My bad. My
Right here,
bad.
the blue.
Maybe. Yep, blue. My bad. I was thinking top. Once again, sorry for that. Please, Rolf, cut this out. If we look at that, you can see blue one. Yep, this is it. Multiple colors. Yes, multiple colors. If we can see that in the left part of screen. Yes, this is it.
Okay, so next article. Here's something from this is in Russia. Wooden sculptures twice as old as Stonehenge and the pyramids, 12,500-year-old Shigur idol, have major implications of study of prehistory. And it's from the Russia's Ural mountain range in 1890s is when they found it. And they sound like they're it's like a tree, and they carved
Yes,
all of these
yes, you
different
are
things, and there they are right there.
because they were magic objects.
Okay.
Sorry for that. My bad.
They
They
were
were
used.
magic objects. They were doing magic via them, thanks to them. And it was serious magic. It wasn't like, how can I say it, like they believe so or something like that. The power, they make this like sacred geometry because they know how to do it. And they get it like power source, free energy power source. Yes. Even in ACIO, we know about it. Yes. It's free energy. You don't need to do anything. Just make sacred geometry and you have it. Period. End of story. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
it.
so this is another interesting article for people,
Yeah.
because we don't really hear about, we know about Stonehenge, but we don't even hear about anything like this.
Shiger.
Yeah.
Yep. Shiger. Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. There are many things we don't know or we are not hearing about it. Yep.
Taylor Swift has.
Yep. Yep.
And I don't know if you have anything to say about that song, but I wanted to bring in look at this now. This is Anton LaVey, who was over the Satanic Church. He had a daughter called Zena LaVey.
Yep.
And
she looks absolutely like Taylor Swift. Yeah, you are right.
Yes. I mean, of course they like to make fun of conspiracy theorists, but there's a strange, striking resemblance that is.
I don't like this. I mean, sorry, I don't believe this is coincidence. Sorry for that.
I mean, look at the shape of the face, the mouth, the nose, the eyes.
Of course,
I mean,
the hairstyle is different. Of course, it is different, but nope, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You don't believe what?
I don't believe that this is coincidence. Nope, I don't buy this is coincidence. Nope, not at all.
And you can see all the different pictures of the two of them. It's the same smile, you know.
Because she is crazy about the fame, and now she won another prize. I don't know what prize it was. I don't know the prize it was. I don't know.
The music awards.
Yeah, some sort of like that.
I mean, you can see it.
Yep.
The eyebrow, everything. So what happened here? I mean, so Xena is a part of the Church of Satan, which gets into magic.
That's true. Black magic. You need to be much more precise. Black magic. Yeah.
And so when they do that, I mean, was she replicated? Was she cloned?
Yes. Cloned. I mean, we can't be 100%. We in ACIO cannot be 100% sure which alternative. I mean, if cloned or replicated, or maybe they mix together both methods. We are not quite sure.
But okay, so and we don't know if there's some kind of android or something else going on there too.
But what we know for sure that they are making sexual rituals, and men's what? How can we say it politely? Once men have orgasms and female have those liquids from vagina, and they are mixing it and doing rituals, and that's the reason why Taylor Swift is so popular, just by the way.
Yep.
Technically, we know that she is not Taylor Swift anymore for pretty long time. We know that she isn't. She is not Taylor Swift. That she's like Janet Shaw. Just by the way.
Yeah, from the Shaw House.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm getting sick and tired of that.
Yeah, and I think that this is it. I think that was the last one, and it looks like we're finished for today.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
It wasn't enough
I'm happy
topics,
because that was good show. Not because this is the end of the show, but I'm happy because it was good show. What do you think?
Yeah, I am too. And we'll leave it with that thought here. And so I'll just say thank you, Peter, for sharing everything that you did and explaining certain things, and we covered some really important topics. We're limited on some of the current events and politics and so forth for obvious reasons.
But, yes. And do you know what? I am really happy that you are giving me regular opportunity to be on your channel, and I'm looking forward for next time. So thank you very much, our listeners, that you have patience to be here with us till the end of the show, and till next time. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you very much, Peter, and thank you everyone for your support and your kindness, and also for your research and your studious and looking into things. We don't need you to just take our word for everything. We want you to look it up, and that's why we have the links there for you. And I saw someone saying they're feeling discouraged about a lot of things that are happening right now, and people feeling like they're getting cut off from their voice and not being able to hear some certain people talk or whatever. And try not to be discouraged. Let's keep moving forward and set the highest intention for humanity. Thank you, everyone. You're really great. Have a good day.
You have been listening to the Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Marrocco. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Visit www.acio-agency.org and www.readingsbyarael.com. Post your questions and comments below. We look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to support our work. All the links can be found in the description. Thank you.